When the feast of the unleavened bread called the Passover was drawing near, Jesus' disciples came to him and said,
"Where do you want us to go and make preparations for you to eat the Passover?"
"Go into the city, and a man carrying a jar of water will meet you. Say to the owner of the house he enters, 'The teacher asks, where is my guest room? Where may I eat the Passover with my disciples?' He will show you a large upper room, furnished and ready. Go and make preparations for us there."
The disciples went and found everything as he had commanded, and they made preparations there.
I tell you, I shall not eat the Passover again until it is fulfilled in the kingdom of heaven.
Then he took bread and said,
"Take this and eat. This is my body, which will be given up for you."
He then took the cup and said,
"Take this and drink. This is the cup of the new covenant, which will be shed for you and for many, for the forgiveness of sins. Do this in memory of me." Truly I say to you, one of you here is going to betray me.
They were greatly shocked and saddened by this, and one by one they said to him,
"Surely not I."
Not me, my Lord.
He who dips bread into the same bowl as me will betray me. The Son of Man will go just as it is written about him. But woe to that man who betrays the Son of Man. To have been better if he had not been born."
Surely not I, Rabbi.
You have said so.
At that moment, Satan entered Judas, the one called Iscariot. He immediately went up to the chief priests of the crowd and handed his sword.
I tell you, from now on I shall not drink wine until I drink of the new wine in the kingdom of heaven.
As for the tradition, they sang the Halal, that is, a song of thanksgiving, and proceeded to the Mount of Olives.
I hear you're planning to kill this man called Jesus Christ. Now if you give me something, I can arrange for him to be handed over to you.
Are you sure you can arrange for him to be handed over to us? Because we have been planning to arrest this man without causing any chaos.
Yes, I was one of his followers. I can arrange for his arrest.
The chief priests discussed among themselves and decided to give the 30 pieces of silver to betrayal of Jesus. And from that time on, they looked for the right opportunity to turn to the disciples and said,
All of you will away because of me. For it is written, I will strike the shepherd, and the sheep of the flock shall be scattered. But after I am raised up, I will go before you to Galilee."
At this, Peter declared,
"Lord, even if they all fall away because of you, I shall not fall away."
"Peter, truly I say to you, this very night, before the cock crows, you will deny me 3 times.
"Even if I must die with you, I will not deny you."
and so said all the disciples,
We will die with you.
taking them further into the mountain to a place called Gethsemane. Jesus said to them,
Stay here where I'll go over there to pray."
He took with him Peter, James, and John.
My heart is sorrowful to the point of death. Remain here and keep watch with me.
He went a little further and knelt down and prayed.
Father, if it is possible that this cup may pass from me, may your will be done.
Realizing that seeing no power, Jesus went unto Peter, James, and John and woke them up.
So you could not keep watch with me for an hour. Keep watch and pray that you may not undergo the test. The soul is willing, but the flesh is weak.
Jesus then went back and prayed alone.
This is not possible that this cup may pass and be drinking from it. And your will be done.
Jesus returned and found the disciples sleeping again, for their eyes were heavy. Leaving them there, he went again and prayed a third time, repeating the same words.
It is not possible that this cup may pass and be drinking from it. And your will be done.
Then he came back and said to them,
Are you still taking your rest? Behold, my hour is come.
while he was
The betrayer is here.
a crowd approached and in front of them was one of the 12, a man named Judas. He went up to Jesus to kiss him. And at this, the soldiers that were in the crowd looked in and tried to apprehend Jesus. Realizing what was happening, one of the disciples drew a sword and struck one of his sons and cut off his ear. Then Jesus said,
Put your sword back in his sheath. For all will live by the sword. Die by the sword. And you come out as if against bandits, with clubs and swords. Day after day I preached in the synagogue, and you did not arrest me.
the soldiers arrested him and led him away to the house of the high priest. Peter followed them from a distance, while all the other disciples ran away and deserted him. The chief priests tried to find a false testimony against Jesus in order to put him to death, but found none, until 2 men came forward.
This man here says he can destroy the temple of God and rebuild it in 3 days. And he comes to be the Son of God.
Don't you have an answer? What has this man testifying against you?
When Jesus remained silent, then the high priest said to him,
I order you before oath to tell us whether you're the Messiah.
You have said so. But I tell you, from now on you see the Son of Man seated at the right hand of the Father and coming on the clouds of heaven.
then the high priest tore out his robe.
Destruction! What further need you do of witness? You have now heard the blasphemy. What's your opinion?
They then spat on his face and struck him. Also he slapped and said,
Prophesy for us, Messiah. Who struck you?
Now Peter, who had followed Jesus, was sitting in the courtyard around the fire when one of the maids noticed him.
You too.
I don't know what to do.
As he went out to the gate, another maid saw him and said to those who were there,
This man was Jesus the Nazarene.
I don't know the man.
Yamaz.
a little while later, bystanders came over and said to Peter,
You surely were one with Jesus. Even your speech gives you away.
At that, he began to curse and swear.
Yes, sis. I said I do not know the man.
Unamanga waulaye.
Then Peter remembered what Jesus had spoken. Before the cock crows, you will deny me 3 times. He went out and began to weep bitterly.
What have I done?
It's a one problem.
Judas threw the money to the ground and went off to hang himself. Meanwhile, the chief priests gathered up the money.
It's not lawful to deposit this into the temple treasury. It is the price of blood. As
After
I'm
the
saying,
conversation, they used to divide the prophet's field as a burial of his foreigners. That is why that field, even today, is called the field of blood. As soon as morning came, the the chief priests and the elders and the scribes, that is, the whole Sanhedrin, held a council. They bound Jesus, led him away, and handed him over to Pilate. They brought charges against him, saying,
This man is misleading our people. He's opposing the payment of Caesar.
Pilate then questioned him.
Are you the king of the Jews?
Pilate then addressed the chief priests and the crowds.
I find this man not guilty.
But they were adamant and said,
Crucify him.
on hearing this, Pilate asked if the man was Galilean, and upon hearing that he was under Herod's jurisdiction, he sent him to Herod, who was in Jerusalem at the time. Herod questioned him at length, but Jesus gave him no answer. Herod and the soldiers treated him contemptuously and mocked him, and after clothing him with splendid garb, Herod sent him back to Pilate. Pilate said to them,
Which one do you want me to release to you? Barnabas or Jesus the Messiah?
Barabbas.
We want Barabbas.
while he was still addressing the crowd, his wife sent him a message.
Have nothing to do with this righteous man. I have suffered much in a dream today because of him.
Pilate then asked him again,
Which one do you want me to release to you? Barnabas or Jesus called the Messiah?
Barabbas. We want Barabbas.
Why? What evil has he done?
but they shouted even louder.
Crucify him. We want Barabbas.
When Pilate saw that he was not succeeding at all, but that a riot was breaking out instead, he asked for water and washed his hands in the sight of the crowd.
I am innocent of this man's blood. Look it upon yourselves.
Then he released Barabbas to them. The soldiers took Jesus inside the Victoria and stripped him of his clothes, put a crown of thorns around his head.
Fine.
Completely drained and saved that life. My body cannot move. No clothes, no kids around the house. And my will is mine. And so is yours. Know this, my dear son. Your body may be broken, but no force on earth and none in hell can take away your will. Your will is yours. They then led him to a place called Golgotha, meaning the place of the skull. Can you imagine what the crucifixion is? My executioners stretch my arms. They hold my hand and lift against the wood, and press it there until it stabs my neck. Then with one heavy hammer slash, they try to cut me. The pain burns like a bomb of fire in my brain. They seize my other arm and add me again its wings. Then raise them my knees so that my feet are flat against the wood. They hammer me with glass too. When they had crucified him, they put an inscription above his head. This is the King of the Jews. At the same time, two criminals who were crucified with him, one on the right and one on the left. One of the criminals said,
Are you not the Messiah? Save yourself and us.
Then the other, rebuking him, said,
Have you no fear of God? We deservedly have been justly condemned, but this man has done nothing wrong.
Then he said to Jesus,
Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom.
He replied,
I tell you, this very night, you will be with me in paradise.
Now stand up. When his father and his mother sister, Mary of Magdalene, and the disciple whom he loved, when Jesus saw them, he said,
Woman, behold your son.
Then he turned to the disciple and said,
Behold your mother.
and from that moment, the disciple took her into his home. It was now about the 6th hour, and darkness came over the whole land until the 9th hour. The veil of the temple was torn in the middle. Then Jesus cried out in a loud voice,
Father, into your hands I commend my spirit.
After he said this, he breathed his last. May we all kneel.
In atonement for our sins and those of the whole world, for the sake of his sorrowful passion, have mercy on us and on the whole world, for the sake of his sorrowful passion, have mercy on us and on the whole world, for the sake
the people who had gathered for the spectacle saw what had happened. They returned home beating their breasts. Now there was a virtuous and righteous man named Joseph, who came from Arabia, who went to Pilate and asked for the body of Jesus.
He's kidding.
After he had taken it down from the cross, he wrapped it in a linen cloth and laid it in a tomb which no one had